Imagine a drone hovering in the center of your living room. The headline says it records everything inside. That sounds terrifying. It implies a device that captures every conversation, every movement, and every detail without missing a beat. But the reality of drone security is far more complex than a simple recording device. To understand what is actually happening, we have to look past the marketing and into the sensors themselves. First, we need to define what recording means in this context. Drones typically rely on a combination of optical cameras and LiDAR sensors. LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging. It works by bouncing laser pulses off objects to create a three-dimensional map of the space. This is not the same as a video feed. A LiDAR sensor can tell you where a wall is or how far a person is standing from the drone, but it does not capture facial features or text. It captures geometry, not imagery. Then there are the optical cameras. These capture visual data similar to a smartphone. However, the quality and field of view depend entirely on the specific hardware. A security drone might have a high-definition lens, but it also has limitations. It cannot see through walls, it cannot see around corners, and it cannot record audio with perfect clarity across a large room without picking up background noise. This creates a gap between the claim of recording everything and the physical reality of the sensors. Now consider the audio capabilities. Microphones on drones are sensitive, but they are also directional and prone to interference from wind and motor noise. The drone itself generates significant acoustic signatures. This leads to a fascinating security feature. Researchers have developed systems where a drone can verify its own identity through its unique motor noises. This is called acoustic authentication. Instead of using a physical tag to prove it is safe, the drone proves who it is by listening to its own sound. This eliminates the need for close proximity near-field communication tags, which can be lost or stolen. However, just because a drone is secure does not mean the data it collects is safe. This brings us to the privacy paradox. There is a study known as Game of Drones that exposes a critical vulnerability in encrypted video streams. Even if the video feed is encrypted so that no one can see the image, an attacker can still detect if the camera is pointed at specific targets. They do this by analyzing side-channel signals. These are subtle changes in pixel brightness that happen when the camera adjusts to light or focus. By watching these fluctuations, an adversary can fingerprint the drone and track surveillance activity without ever decrypting the feed. This means encryption alone does not guarantee privacy. Think about this implication. You might believe that a secure drone protects your privacy because the video is locked, but the mere act of pointing the camera can be detected. This creates a significant knowledge gap regarding the distinction between legitimate surveillance and illicit recording. Current security measures fail to prevent orientation-based eavesdropping. The drone knows where it is looking, and someone else can know too. Furthermore, consumer-grade drones often lack robust authentication mechanisms. They are susceptible to spoofing and hijacking. There are intentionally vulnerable hacking simulators designed to demonstrate this risk. A compromised device can be turned into a persistent surveillance tool. This means that if a security drone is not properly secured, it can be weaponized for unauthorized spying or compromised to spy on its owners. The convergence of automated patrol capabilities and continuous recording features means that security drones pose a dual threat. The current legal and technical frameworks for drone privacy are reactive rather than proactive. Users rely on manual legal recourse or third-party privacy tools rather than built-in automated face, blurring, or data protection features. This puts the burden on the individual to protect their privacy in an environment where the technology is moving faster than the regulations. So, does a security drone record everything inside? The answer is nuanced. It records the data its sensors can capture, but it does not capture everything in the way a human might expect. It captures geometry from LiDAR, visual data from cameras, and audio from microphones. But it also leaves digital fingerprints that can be detected even through encryption. The technology exists to secure the drone, but the threat landscape remains severe. We are moving into an age where the security of the drone itself is just as important as the security of the data it collects. If the drone is not authenticated, anyone can take control. If the stream is not monitored for side-channel leaks, anyone can see what is being watched. The focus must shift from simply recording everything to protecting the integrity of the recording process. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I am a one-person team working hard to make each video better than the last. Subscribe if you found value. It is the best way to show support. Drop a comment with your biggest takeaway. See you in the next video.